It's more than my wife. I live for the minor sea. I live for it and from it. If you take it away from me, I die. It's the last thing I want to lose in my life.
A fisherman for over 35 years on Spain's Mar Menor, or Minor Sea, Pedro is still deeply affected by the events of the 12th of October. That was the morning he found thousands of dead or dying fish washed up on the shores.
Parece que te estás muriendo.
It's as if someone was going to die, as if I was dying. It's the worst thing to happen to a fisherman.
The phenomenon, known as eutrophication, is an algae bloom caused by an accumulation of nutrients in the sea. When the algae dies, the decomposition process absorbs oxygen from the water, suffocating all marine flora and fauna. The Minor Sea is located in one of the driest areas in Europe. For decades, intense agriculture on surrounding land has produced multiple harvests per year, spurring the nickname the crown jewel. The agriculture sector is being particularly singled out for the pollution of the lagoon, but farmers claim that all environmental standards are being met.
Para poder comercializar nuestros productos,
it is almost impossible for anyone to try to sell something that is not perfectly regulated and legalized.
The coasts are also subject to extensive urbanization and mass tourism, which are poorly regulated. But for the local government, stewardship of the environment is a shared responsibility.
You can't just focus on the institutions of government, agriculture, livestock, or tourism. It's a collective responsibility. I don't think anyone has, in any case, looked the other way.
It's not the first time this lagoon has experienced this phenomenon. In 2016, environmental activists warned of the risks of repeated eutrophication cycles, which would turn this thriving ecosystem into a dead sea.
What happened here in the Minor Sea could happen in 50 years' time throughout the Mediterranean. In the end, it's a small picture of what can happen on a larger scale in a Mediterranean ecosystem that shares many features with other bodies of water. They are different, but it is also a closed area, a confined sea, where human activity and pollution levels are high.
According to a Swedish-American study, eutrophication affects some 245,000 square kilometers worldwide. This figure has tripled since the 1960s.